Okay?
Mommy, you've been working all day. Why don't we go on our hike already?
We finished our chores, and we want to go on a hike.
You finished your chores?
Yes, we did reading and piano.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and I still have a little bit more work to do, but okay. We'll get to it. It's up to do what?
Make the video for the St. Andrews kids.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm just going to stop working, and we'll just do both at the same time, okay? We can do our Bible lesson and a hike, and we'll just get it all over with. Okay.
Going on a hike? Oh, there's a branch on my face. Why didn't you bring the clippers, Mommy?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot the clippers.
And all these bugs, they're everywhere. Why didn't you bring the bug spray, Mommy?
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I forgot the bug spray, too.
The baby is too squirmy. Why didn't you bring the stroller? It would have been so much easier.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I guess we just don't have all the things sometimes that we need. We're just going to keep hiking and try to have a good time. A good attitude, guys. I might add water, I don't know, but stop complaining about being thirsty.
The sun is in my eye.
Why is the sun in your eyes?
Because you sat on my sunglasses and broke them. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. I'm sorry about breaking your sunglasses too. A little bummer sometimes.
We're all thirsty also.
Help with what?
Help, Mommy.
Are you thirsty too?
Help, Mommy.
You guys are a bunch of complainers.
Help, Mommy.
Everything is not right. This reminds me, I think we're going to do our Bible lesson right here. All right, well, hello, St. Andrews. I'm so glad to well, I don't really get to see you guys. You guys get to see us, but I get to know that you're out there, and we miss all our friends at St. Andrews, and we're excited to share a Bible lesson with you guys today. And the kids are doing a great job of helping me with the Bible lesson. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Alright, so first of all, I kind of wanted to show my kids that even though sometimes they're complaining and miserable, Mommy's kind of one step ahead of them. And so, who was it that complained about the bugs? Was that you? Oh, well, I did actually bring bug spray. You just didn't know it. You didn't know it and you weren't kind of patient enough. And who was it that complained about the leaves and the sticks and stuff hitting him in the face? Alright, well I did actually bring clippers, so you could have solved that problem. You just weren't quite patient enough to let me do it. And then who complained about the baby being too squirmy and not having a stroller? Well, I brought a baby carrier, and if you'd have just been a little bit more patient, then you'd have been able to carry him in that, and that would have worked out well. And then I think it was you that complained about me breaking your sunglasses. Well, I actually got you another pair because I knew that I had broken them and you needed to keep the sun out of your eyes because it's no fun to hike with sun in your eyes. And then all of you were complaining about being thirsty. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring some water along on our hike. So today's Bible lesson is actually really linked to that lesson of being patient and always knowing that what you need is provided for you.
We have intermission for a cat video. She climbed up on our tree. Ash, come here. Say hi.
Okay, so for our Bible lesson today, we're going to be reading from Exodus chapter 17, 1 through 6. This is a story of Moses and the Israelites. Right after the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, they escaped the Egyptian army, and then they were brought into the desert. on their next journey. So they had just been delivered from slavery, escaped the army, and now Elliot's going to pick up with the next part.
Okay, at the Lord's command, the whole community of Israel left the wilderness of sin and moved from place to place. Eventually they camped at
Keep going.
but there was no water for the people to drink. So once more the people complained against Moses. "Give us water to drink," they demanded. "Quiet," Moses replied. "Why are you complaining against me? Why are you testing the Lord?" But tormented by thirst, they continued to argue with Moses. "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? Are you trying to kill us, our children, and our livestock with thirst?" Then Moses cried to the Lord, "What should I do with these people? They are ready to stone me." The Lord said to Moses, "Walk out in front of the people. Take your staff, then the one you used to strike the water of the Nile, and call some of the elders of Israel to join you. I will stand before you on the rock of Mount Sinai. Strike the rock, and water will come gushing out. The people will be able to drink." So Moses struck the rock as he was told, and water gushed out as the elders looked on.
Thank you, Elliot. That was very good. So Moses was the leader of the people of Israel, and he was leading them from Egypt to a land that God would give them. They were wandering and they were thirsty, just like you guys were thirsty on your hike. They began to grumble and complain, which I have experienced grumbling and complaining from my children, and I've also done it myself. "We're dying," they said. "Our children are dying. Our cattle are dying. Why'd you bring us out of Egypt just to die of thirst?" But God had just rescued these people from the Egyptians. And they said, "Oh, I don't like the food. I'm thirsty. Can't we just go back to Egypt?" So people still grumble like that today. Kids say, "I don't like tuna fish. I don't want that for lunch. Can I have juice instead of water? I'm bored. Can't I listen to or why do I have to listen to a silly Bible story anyways?" You ever say that? No. Oh, I didn't. But sometimes people do. And adults grumble too. Did you hear me grumbling when I was doing my work? Oh, I have so much work to do. Or sometimes we say, "Why do we have to mow the lawn at church or clean the bathrooms? Ugh." Or sometimes we say, "Do we have to go to the dentist? I don't like going to the dentist." I mean, as Christians, we grumble all the time. But this is very important. When you grumble, you're actually grumbling and complaining against God. And that can make him sad because he provides so much for us. The people thought they were just grumbling against Moses and just being mean to Moses. But actually, because Moses was God's chosen spokesperson, they were actually grumbling against God. "God, what should I do?" Moses prayed. Moses had faith, didn't he? "There's no water in the desert, and these people, they're getting ready to kill me. Literally, God, you gotta help me out." Right? And so God answered Moses and said to him, "Take your shepherd's staff and walk ahead with the people. I'll meet you at the rock by Mount Sinai, and when you come to the rock, strike it with your staff, and water will flow from the rock. The people will have plenty of water to drink." And so he did that. These people didn't think God could meet their needs. They didn't trust God, but Moses did. Moses had faith. And Moses did exactly what God told him to do, and guess what happened? God provided. He got water from a rock. And that's because God is our provider. He knows how to meet our needs, just like your mom knows how to meet most of your needs. God can do things that we can't, because only God can provide for our physical needs and spiritual needs for all of our lives on earth and in heaven. So I hope you guys are able to hear that story and learn something today, and maybe say thank you to God for things that you do have. And then next time you think about complaining or grumbling, you'll take a second kind of look at it and wonder, do I really need to complain? Do I really need to grumble? Maybe if I'm just a little bit more patient or a little bit more faithful, I can wait and God will provide for me. We miss you all at St. Andrews. We love you and can't wait to see you soon.